Hello, so it is July 12th today, and I have not touched a plastic model in over probably, 2 months now. I studied for the JLPT, the Japanese Language Proficiency Test, and had a bunch of other stress in life pop up as well, but I took the test. I'm sure I passed it. I'll wait for the for the results to come in, I believe, August or so. But I am home alone tonight, and I want to start on Back to the Future Part 2, Delorean, second Delorean. I have so many different projects that have yet to be finished, and I'm just going to get started on this one. Haven't touched this in a long time. I had to go through the instruction booklet to refamiliarize myself with this model and try to figure out where I left off. You know, I have yet to paint these, obviously. I have to do something about that. So, gosh, I had to abstain from working on models for quite a while. Now I want to get back into it. So, I've taken notes. I'm not going to paint it exactly as the instructions call for. I'm going to use some Tamiya equivalents to the Mr. Hobby color paints, and probably use stuff that's not an equivalent, but probably a little bit more accurate than what they give me. So yeah, I'm just looking at the what they've given me here. Here's some photos and such on the box. So yeah, I want to get started on this. So, because I can start by priming some of these pieces here. I'm gonna have to paint these black, the underside of the car. Gosh, yeah. So yeah, let me get started on this. Okay, so after refamiliarizing myself with this kit, I've kind of done some prep work. You know, I'm ready to paint this and such, or prime it. I got all the parts that I'm going to be painting flat black. I've just been cutting stuff off the runners and sanding. So it's really disorienting coming back to something. I haven't touched this in 2 months. Then again, like my Knight Rider, I've been working on that for 2 years now. So anyhow, I'm just gonna get ready to do some priming. I'll probably have some time tomorrow. It's probably gonna be letting in a lot of insects, even if I put in the mosquito repellent and such. At night, I don't want to open up the windows. So anyhow, this is going to be the first video of model making in HD, and hopefully you can see some of the work better. To be honest, I mean, gosh, it takes me forever to build models, it seems. I mean, some models, like some quick, easy builds I can do real quick. That doesn't take much time, but when it comes to stuff like this, I kind of drag my feet a little bit too much, and it surprises me that anybody really watches my videos, because you have to have a lot of patience, I guess, with me. People tell me that they appreciate my videos because I'm kind of down to earth. I'm kind of humble. I'm not, hey, look at me, I'm so great, or anything like that. I don't have that kind of an attitude, so people say that they appreciate that about me. So that makes me feel good. So I want to do some priming. Hopefully I'll get around to that tomorrow. And so it is. It's after 8 o'clock tonight. I'll probably just do some little work like this, and get started on painting tomorrow. Yay! So good morning. At least it is for me. It's the next day. Last night I was just busy cutting parts off and sanding them down. This part is really delicate. I was trying really hard to sand off with the gate, and it broke right here. Fortunately, I happen to have, well, first I had this super glue stuff, but it didn't really work very well. This is made for just regular modeling. It turns out I thought it was more like super glue. This, on the other hand, this Tamiya CA cement is very strong. So this worked out just fine. Some other stuff, I've been attaching stuff like this to chopsticks so that I can paint these more easily, I should say. And for the dashboard, it comes in pieces like this. It looks like I'm going to have to glue this first. Now, the time circuits here, this is where the decals go for the time circuits. I think it just kind of glues on top there. The instructions don't really make it look very obvious. And the way this just sits on there, it doesn't seem to really have like a real place. I don't know. Moreover, this is kind of like loose here. So it looks like when I glue this into place, I will have to make sure it glues flush with this part here. Not back here, but up here. So let's go ahead and glue. Now, during Golden Week, I found this at a home center that's only in Nagano-ken. Look at this. Perfect, cute little rack. I was really happy when I found that. Let me move these plastic cups out of the way. So here I have all my my Tamiya stuff up here. Accent line, colors, paint retarder, marked fit, strong. Tamiya cement, extra thin cement. Got my Mr. Color leveling thinner, regular thinner, mark setter, mark softer. I got my masking, my brush aid. I have a couple of Gaia Notes surfacers. I got black and silver so far. And here's my Tamiya thinners. It's a really cute little rack. I was really happy when I found that. Another addition to my workbench is I bought these drawers here and make them level so that I can fit more stuff up. It's kind of building up more vertically here. And here along the side here you can see the stickers I've put up. And there's the big Tamiya one over on that side. So pretty neat stuff. So I got those stickers at the Shizuoka Hobby Show. One other thing is there was a big injection indentation, and so this is the rearview mirror part here. I put 2 applications of Mr. Surfacer 500, and that seems to have clogged it up. So I'll wait for that to dry and just kind of sand it down to make it flatter. And so put my skewers out of the way and my Tamiya cement here. So what I want to do is before priming, actually I probably won't get around to that till maybe this afternoon. Hopefully I'll have a nice quiet day. I've just been so busy with you know, stress, crapping out on my life, and busy for that test. And actually, we recently had a typhoon that hit Japan, and the typhoon, the typhoon really hit Okinawa, but the rest of us were spared. Thank God. So I live right next to a big river, but the Fuji River, but it's pretty well, it has tall walls on it, so I guess we shouldn't be too concerned. So smear a bunch of glue everywhere, Okay, hopefully that's going to stay now. Just line this up here. Okay. Yeah, crapatronic. Crapalicious. Monkey hammers. Here we go. There, okay. Get these flush. And then I'm just gonna paint on the inside, as I like to do. The glue. Get it all reinforced on the sides. Put some here too on the outsides as well. This is a earlier Aoshima model. I think this came out like in the early 90s or so, I believe. So it's not as well engineered as the Knight Rider kits. The one that I have, the Season 4 Knight Rider kit. But heck, it's pretty awesome. I mean, I've built worse, right? So there we go. Now I think I'm going to just paint the time circuits here separately, and then put the decals on, and then stick it on at last. That'll go on final. So I was looking at my notes that I had written in my the instruction manual, and also discussions I had with Jared, RebelsAtCloudNine, and I'm gonna paint like the seats here. It's gonna be Ocean Gray 2, XF82. Maybe also do it with some neutral gray, XF53. For the floor mats, I might do German gray, XF63. I've had this for a long time. It's the big model paint jar here. Let's see if it should be okay. Oh yeah, it's great. It's lasted me many years, I think. So yeah, let me just continue to prep these and get back to you. Okay, so I have attached the vents together, and I'm just using a emery board to make it smooth. Feels pretty smooth to the touch. I'll know later. See, this one turned out pretty nice. It's very smooth. I'll know later when I prime the parts to see how they look, if they need sanding further or not. Because I want to get rid of this parting line as best as I can. I just finished priming everything, so I'll be ready for painting once this is dry. Painting this flat black. Need to get inside the crevices first, though. Tighten up the dual action here. Make sure I'm only getting the cracks here. Just light pressure to get inside there. I can probably open it up a little bit more now. So when I started this video, I didn't think I was going to be doing any other work.
But I kind of got sidetracked, as I always do, and I ended up starting on a couple other model projects in the meantime, while I was, visiting my family, and when my our beloved grandmother died. So I worked on the fine molds, Yukikaze, and also that's a yokai watch. Now I'm getting back to working on this, and it is now August, I think it's August 8th, or August 9th, I forget. So, alright, this is getting in the cracks pretty well. Alright, so I'm going to open this up all the way now. Just really spread the paint on. So what I should have done is gotten my larger needle. Maybe I'll just go ahead and paint this stuff first then. I'm watching some Macross while I'm working here. So if you're wondering what anime I was watching in the background, that's Macross. I think it's the third episode, I think. Oh crap. Flew off. There. Yeah, well, have to deal with that later. So, okay. Just continue with the rest of this. Yeah, finishing up painting the underside of the car now. It looks like I got some pretty good coverage. Much easier when I'm painting just flat paint. Don't have to worry about getting a shine or whatever. So, pretty easy. I think we're done. Out of paint. So yeah, perfect timing. I think it looks pretty good. I'll have to go over the pieces a little bit just to make sure that I'm not missing any parts. But for the most part, it's looking pretty good. This is really mad. I'm going to get inside the wheel wells, make sure I don't miss anything there. I don't see any gray. Oh yes, a little bit. So yeah, I'm pretty much done here.
So, yeah, well, I guess I'm going to finish here. This looks pretty nice. And I'm going to do a little bit more touch-up, though. There's a little bit of gray still peeking through here. But for the most part, it looks pretty nice. Like all of this is definitely done, I imagine. So I'm going to end the video here. So thanks for watching. And I realize that a lot of these videos are really very lots of time lapses in between making these videos. But and I was supposed to be doing this kind of simultaneously with RebelsAtCloudNine, but he kind of, I think he doesn't have kids. I guess I have a kid, and I think that kind of changes things. But, yeah, you know, being a parent's great, but it also kind of affects hobbies and such. But you know, I'm not complaining. So yeah. So yeah, I know that there's other channels that are a lot more prolific in their videos, but ask yourself one thing. Do they have a Voltron pillow? No, but I do. Okay? So, enough said. So, please enjoy my videos, and I'll just enjoy my Voltron pillow. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.